Listen, when you understand Instagram, you can leverage the platform for you to be able to become rich extremely fast. No matter if you're currently in the SMMA market or if you're a coach and consultant, okay? I make more than $25,000 from the IG bot. I make more than 30K from stories, and I make more than 15K from DMs. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I interconnect that entire process and make it a complete line process for it to be able to perform well. Okay, guys? Traffic, relationship, conversion, paid customer, and backend. The entire system that you need to understand for you to be able to acquire attention extremely fast, convert it on a consistent basis for you to be able to get clients, right? And make over 6 figures from Instagram. Exactly what I do at this specific point. Traffic, very important. You need to get to understand the way you should acquire attention, right? Your entire goal as a business owner is to stack attention extremely fast, but you need to know where you need to get these people from, right? And you can do it in multiple ways. The money that I make here is not even including the ads that I run and the way I operate on YouTube, right? The people that book directly in from my YouTube, but it is completely optimized for the Instagram platform, right? The bot, the stories that I leverage, and the DMs. So let me explain you this, right? When you understand how to acquire traffic, doesn't mean you become rich, because you need to understand how to convert the attention. And with like I always say this to people, like the subscribers that I have, people would never believe the money that I make based on the subscribers that I have on my YouTube channel. Because the offer that I have is so extremely sufficient for certain people, for them to be able to solve their problems, that I charge high ticket and I specifically focus on certain people for me to be able to express my solution to them. And that is what not a lot of people understand. And in that way, because my messaging is so extremely dialed in, I know the people to target. When I know the people that I can target, I know where I can find that traffic, right? And when I understand how to find the traffic, I can ultimately convert it into high-paying clients. And mainly, you need to understand where you need to get the leads from, right? And when you have these leads, you can leverage these 4 bots, one of these 4 bots, for you to be able to acquire and convert the attention fast within that specific DM process. Because when you're going to send 500 messages a day on a consistent basis, get to understand how many attention you can acquire in such a short time frame, okay? IGleads.io, a very powerful lead scraper, right? Prospecting, you can do it in a manual way as well. You can hire a VA or hire a setter. When you want to know more about that, definitely check out my other videos. I make more than $70,000 in one single month completely on outbound. And this is a great process because when you understand how to manage a team and communicate well, you are a great business owner. Let me show you the bots, right? And the first thing and very most important thing that I want you to understand right now, listen up, is that these processes allow you to convert the attention on a consistent basis. You can be as good as you want at generating the attention consistently and sending so many DMs every single time, but when you don't understand how to convert it properly, you will never even make 5 figures a month. Okay? The reason why I make 6 figures consistently is because when people hear me speak, like, it just makes sense, the things that I say. And when people realize these things and they see all the client results that I have all the time, I have an entire page, right, of client results. You can just scroll until your thumb gets sore. Right? When I have that social proof, when I have that confidence in the solution that I deliver to the market, in combination, right, with the way I structure my business and the deliverables that I acquire and have and deliver to my clients, it's just a compounding effect. Like, it's all about the value that you deliver for the market, right? The value that people can receive specifically from listening to you will be dependent on if they're going to become a client or not. Right? And that is why I always say, like, okay, I make so much money from this specific process because I understand how to convert people. I understand to make sense in people's mind, right? Because you wouldn't be here, right, that long watching to me if you wouldn't think I make sense. Right? So it's a compounding effect, right? And that's what you want to create. Let me show you the software. As you can see here, Auto IG DM. Okay, a very, very powerful platform, right, that you can leverage for you to be able to acquire attention extremely fast. I'm not going to go over this one very too long, okay? Leadgram.app, the second one, very good one as well. This one is structured in a way so that it runs on your computer consistently. Does that mean you can leverage more accounts? Of course you can, right? This one is priced as well. I think this one is $50, but then this one is the one that I leverage for me to be able to make 70 grand in a single month with one setter. One growth specialist made me more money, right, than most people, right, while leveraging the bot in combination with his skills of appointment setting, converting people on qualified sales calls, and leveraging my content assets for people to be able to convert and be pre-sold on a call. IG Booster Bot, and this is the one specifically that made me 70 grand. One growth specialist, and I made sure that I was capable of making that growth specialist bring in more than 70 grand in a single month consistently. Okay, guys, nobody in the market is capable of generating these results because there goes so many steps in creating an outbound campaign, right? There are 9 straight steps within a conversation process of an appointment setter. Whether you're an appointment setter or not, when you're an appointment setter right now, you exactly understand that process. Let me show you this, because in this video, I'm going to give you all that stuff for free, of course, right? I'm going to give you all the documents that you need for you to be able to perform well, because that's what it's all about. Let me show you this one. This one is very powerful, because the reason why this works so extremely effective is because you cannot get banned, because there's an interval range. Pause every 10 actions, wait for 10 minutes. It's impossible to get banned because you can basically set your own options, right? At the same time, you can create custom messages and you can target a custom list. So when you specifically are in the SMMA market right now and you want to focus on realtors, you can focus on these people. When you are a coach currently and you focus on the health niche, you can target these people. When you are in another specific niche, you can target every single person, because most niches are operating on Instagram. And when a person is operating on Instagram, you can scrape these profiles, okay? And then the last one is specifically IG DM bot. Let me tell you this. The way you should be able to convert these people is either by media or labor. That is the only way you can convert people. Why do you think you are going to become my client potentially? It's because you listen, you hear me speak, or you hear me talk, or you speak to me and you have a conversation with me. That are the only 3 ways that you could become my client, right? You either speak to me in the DMs, you listen to a YouTube video, or you speak to me on a sales call, right? 3 ways. And that are the only ways that will allow you and will make you decide if you're going to become my client or not. So it's media or labor, right? Instagram, appointment setter, leverage an appointment setter. I put all the links in the description of how to acquire the best appointment setter in the market. I have had the best people in the market. You wouldn't believe certain appointment setters that I have, because every single person, some people making 500K to $1 million a month, are the people that I like. The people that work for them are currently working for me, right? Because whenever you have a great solution, you will always be able to attract the right people. Appointment setter, Instagram, conversion process, content assets on YouTube. The appointment setter sends every single person content assets, right? And when people, guess what happens when a cold prospect watches my video like this? Guess what's gonna happen? They'll become a client immediately, because they see the value that I provide within this entire process, right? So when you have great content assets and when you're good at speaking in front of a camera, when you're good at providing value on a consistent basis, guess what happens? People will become clients. So it's about generating the attention, making the attention in line with you as a person, making them build trust with you as a person through media for them to be able to convert. At the same time, guys, I want to say one thing very important, right? When you leverage this bot, an appointment setter, boom, you leverage the content assets, and then boom, you have a DM conversation in your call. A lot of people also could just go from my YouTube straightly to DM conversation on Instagram, right? And that is why this entire process is so powerful, right? Relationship. This is sick, because I know a lot of you guys are following me on YouTube. I make more than 30 grand only from IG stories, more than 1K a day, while spending 15 minutes a day on Instagram. 15 minutes, maximum 30, right? When I do some personal stuff on Instagram, maybe more, but you know what I mean, right? Like, actual work. It's story, DM, call, close. Listen up. There's an entire structure behind this. The only thing I do on my Instagram is showing proof, right? Proof, boom, 40K views within a single month in the B2B market. 20 plus qualified meetings, 1 offer, 1 best service delivery. I spend 400 on ads. I made 10.5K back. 26x ROAS. I share these things completely open within my stories. You guys probably know. I showed all the calls that I booked in 2 weeks, as well as a CDA. So when you show proof, and you do a CDA, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get a shit ton of inbounds. You're going to get a shit ton of inbounds. And this is the process that will allow you to become rich. Relying on other people, relying on other platforms will never allow you to make money whenever you want. The thing that allows you to make money whenever you want is building an audience. Why do you think the SMMA, people in the SMMA market that I work with right now, scaled from 10K to 50K to 60 to even, I have a guy that scaled to 70K within 2 months from 10K. He run the complete done for you inconsistent offer while having 5 clients that paid him 2K. We scaled him to 70 grand. Because He built a brand for himself. The reason why things are effective is if you are capable of converting attention whenever you want, and you will only be able to do that when you have a brand consistently, right? When you have a brand with consistent attention. If I want to make 20K right now from my story, I could. Is it smart to do? Absolutely not, right? Could that damage my brand? Absolutely, right? That's the reason why it's not smart to do. But could I? Yes, of course I could. If Mangazzi puts up a story right now, he can make 100, 200, 300 grand right now. If he does the right thing. Will that damage his brand? Yeah, probably it will. So it's not smart to do, right? So you need to take it slow and don't do too many call to actions. Just provide insanely proof. Like the proof that I share within my marketing is absolutely insane. And the reason why people are not showing so much proof is because they don't have good delivery. They cannot deliver client results, right? Boom, 10K deal, 14.6K in 6 days, 12K in 2 days, 10 to 50K, right, in a single month, 7.5K deal closed. Adam, boom, I showed this in my YouTube video. Zoltan, boom, 6K, 10K for Matt, 32 grand in the first 6 days for Adam here. I share all these things on my Instagram all the time. I share all these things in my YouTube all the time because when people get used to the fact that I'm the best in the market and they like me as a person as well, guess who they're gonna book in a call with? You know what I mean? I have an entire Grow Acquisition. That's my brand. I have it in my bio, right? So like, it's an entire page with unlimited client results because it's the thing that allows me to make people trust me, right? And at the same time, in combination with the value that I provide and the way I operate, just allows people to think that the things that I do work. So when you don't show these things, of course it will be less effective, right? All the time. Conversion, DM conversation, setter to call, and then they become a paid customer and you can close them. In the back end, onboarding, delivery, and upsell, right? I was talking about upselling. So you can deliver in multiple ways, right? You can deliver a product all the time and you can either upsell them, you can either resell them, or you can cross-sell them. And what I'm a big believer of is instead of upselling, so going from a 5K offer to a 10K offer and doing a little bit more, or reselling them on the 5K offer again, right? You need to give them what they want, what they need at that specific moment. The way you can operate and the way you can make sure that people will always believe you, and the way you can become a great business owner is by making sure that you can give people what they want and provide them with the solution that they need. So when you want to upsell, it's so easy to upsell people. I made more than 20K in the last 14 days only from people that want to keep working with me. So the way you do that is very simple, is by figuring out in the last 3 months, I've worked on this specific thing. What is the problems that we have solved? What are the new problems that appear? And how can we solve these? So if you have that solution ready, let your client pay another 10K whenever your offer is 10K or 2K or 20K, I don't care, for you to be able to solve that problem. Because people always think when I give all the value for free, all the problems are solved. True. But when a problem is solved, a new problem will appear. Always. Every single situation. So that is the powerful process about this. Guys, hopefully this entire structure makes so much sense, right? And all these things, I've marketed and I've expressed it in a way that it's in line with each other, and it is very in line with each other, but it can also be expressed individually, right? I just run the DM bot and I just run the entire process for that, right? That is this. Then I run the stories completely for that, because to be honest, the money to make from the stories is not only from the bot, of course not, right? It is of course from YouTube as well, from the video that you watch right now, from the reason why you're here right now, the reason why you're going to go to my Instagram in a bit, because I want you to follow me on Instagram, right? For you to be able to go through all the proof. Go through everything. If you're still watching after so many minutes and after all this entire, all these entire explanations, you're a G. I appreciate you. Whenever you want my one-on-one help and you want to scale to 6 figures consistently, shoot a message on Instagram. You can book in a call in the description directly with me personally. You'll be speaking to me. Make sure you're serious about it. We have onboarded an insane amount of clients in January, so we will be full extremely fast in February this month. I appreciate your time. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that, because my YouTube has been blowing up. I made more than fucking 50K in cash from Sam Ovens video that I created because it got more than 10K views. A lot of new clients from it. Great process. I appreciate you watched. I'll see you by the next video. And see ya. Ciao, ciao.